Shadows of Munich, Mossad's deadly hunt, Operation Wrath of God. What if one nation's unbreakable vow of vengeance turned the world into a chessboard of shadows where assassins posed as lovers, bombs hid in phone lines, and a single mistaken bullet could shatter empires? Imagine this. 11 Olympic heroes slaughtered in cold blood on the eve of glory, their killers slipping away like smoke. But what if Israel said, "Not on our watch"? What if Mossad unleashed a phantom army that hunted across continents for 2 decades, striking fear into the heart of terror itself? Ladies and gentlemen, truth seekers, welcome to the Veil's Edge. I'm your guide through the fog of classified files and whispered legends. Let's chase the ghosts of Munich together. The blood-soaked spark, Munich's Black September nightmare. It was September 5th, 1972. The city of light twisted into a chamber of horrors. The Munich Olympics, a beacon of peace after the scars of World War II, became a slaughterhouse. 8 Palestinian militants from Black September, a rogue Fatah splinter group, stormed the Israeli team's quarters at Connolly Strasse 31. What followed was 21 hours of pure hell. Wrestlers bound and beaten, a coach gunned down in a hail of bullets as he shielded his athletes, helicopters roaring to a botched airfield rescue, where grenades exploded in the laps of pilots, and a final firefight that lit up the night sky. 11 Israeli souls, gold medal dreams turned to dust, lay dead. The world watched in stunned silence as the killers, led by the shadowy Latif Afif, codename Issa, hijacked planes and vanished into the ether. But in Jerusalem, Prime Minister Golda Meir didn't weep in private. She slammed her fist on the table, her eyes steel. "We will find them and we will make them pay." The Munich massacre wasn't just an attack on athletes, it was a declaration of war on Israel's very existence. Black September, backed by PLO masterminds like Abu Daoud and the elusive Red Prince Ali Hassan Salameh, had drawn first blood. Meir assembled a secret cabinet committee, the X Committee, and greenlit the unthinkable, a global assassination campaign, codenamed Operation Wrath of God, or Bayonet in some circles. It wasn't revenge for revenge's sake. It was a scalpel to the throat of terror, designed to dismantle networks, sow paranoia, and send a message. Hunt us, and the hunter becomes the hunted. Mossad's elite Kidon unit, Kid meaning bayonet, was born in the fire of that fury. Their motto simple: by way of deception, thou shalt do war. The phantom hunt begins. Bullets in the fog of Europe. Fast forward to the shadowed alleys of Rome. October 16, 1972, just 5 weeks after Munich. Wael Zweiter, the PLO's suave representative in Italy and a cousin to Yasser Arafat himself, strolls home from a late dinner humming an Arabic tune. He's no street thug, he's a poet, a diplomat whispering plots in gilded cafes. But Mossad sees red. Intelligence pins him as Black September's logistics chief, the man who smuggled guns for the Olympic raid. 2 agents tail him up 7 flights of stairs in his Via Fani apartment. As his key scrapes the lock, silenced Beretta's whispered death. 12 shots point blank, crumpling him in a pool of his own blood. The killers melt into the night, leaving only shell casings and a chilling note in Zweiter's pocket, a grocery list for olives and cheese. Was he guilty? The PLO screamed innocence, but Mossad's files burned with evidence of his Munich ties. 1 down a dozen to go. The hits came like thunderclaps across Europe. Paris, December 8, 1972. Mahmoud Hamshari, Black September's French coordinator, lounges in his chic apartment, phone to ear. A Mossad operative posing as a journalist dials from a safe house. "Tell me about your work," the voice coos. Hamshari chats obliviously as a tiny bomb, rigged with a mercury tilt switch under his desk, ignites mid-sentence. The blast shreds his legs. He lingers for weeks in agony, dictating his final words to doctors before succumbing. It was like the devil himself called, a survivor whispered. Nicosia, Cyprus, January 1973. Hussein al-Bashir, the PLO's Mediterranean arms smuggler, checks into the Olympic Hotel. Mossad slips a C4 charge under his bed frame. At dawn, a remote signal turns his room into an inferno. Boom! And the ghost of Munich logistics is ash. But the crown jewel? April 9th, 1973. Operation Spring of Youth, Beirut. Picture this: Israeli commandos from Sayeret Matkal and Shayatet 13, the Navy SEALs of the Mediterranean, hijack a pleasure boat from Haifa. Disguised as tourists, floppy hats, beach bags stuffed with Uzi submachine guns, they storm ashore under cover of a noisy tourist diversion. Some even don wigs and dresses, heels clicking on Lebanese cobblestones as they infiltrate guarded PLO strongholds. At 11 p.m., they hit 3 apartments simultaneously. Mohammed Youssef al-Najjar, Black September's operations chief, gunned down in his pajamas. Kamal Adwan, the Munich planner, riddled with bullets while reaching for a phone. Kamal Nasser, PLO spokesman, cut down mid-sentence. The raid claims 1,100 militants, but not without cost. 2 Israelis wounded, collateral Lebanese police, and an innocent Italian. As dawn breaks, the team exfiltrates by sea, Uzi fire echoing like firework. Golda Meir, watching intel feeds in Jerusalem, mutters, "Eye for an eye." The world gasped. Arab streets rioted. Mossad had turned Beirut into a graveyard. If you're gripping your seat, heart racing through these cat-and-mouse chases across frozen winters and sun-baked ports, you're not alone. We've barely scratched the veil. There's more blood, more blunders, and secrets that still echo today. If tales like this keep you up at night, chasing shadows with me, hit that subscribe button on Behind the Veil Truths. Join our community of truth hunters at https://www.youtube.com/behindveiltruths. Your next revelation is just one click away. Bell on and let's keep peeling back the layers. The Fatal Shadow. Lillehammer's innocent ghost. But vengeance is a double-edged blade, and in the summer haze of Lillehammer, Norway, July 21st, 1973, it drew Mossad's own blood. The target, Ali Hassan Salama, the Red Prince, Black September's Munich architect, a playboy killer with a taste for fast cars and faster escapes. Mossad's web of informants pins him in this sleepy ski town of 27,000 souls. A surveillance team, led by the steely Sylvia Raphael, a South African-born operative with a knack for seduction, tails a suspect from the cinema. At 10:30 p.m. under a blood moon, 2 gunmen, silencers coughing like ghosts, unload into the man's back. He crumples, his pregnant Norwegian wife screaming into the fjord night. Victory? No. The prince was Ahmed Bouchiki, a 34-year-old Moroccan waiter moonlighting as a pool cleaner, innocent as fresh snow. The Lillehammer affair exploded like a grenade in Mossad's ranks. Norwegian police, tipped by a jilted lover in the ops outer ring, swoop in, arresting 5 agents, including Raphael, who stares down interrogators with ice in her veins. "I thought I was avenging brothers," she later confessed in a prison memoir, her voice cracking over the illusion's shatter. Mossad chief Zvi Zamir calls it a mistake, not a failure, but the fallout is biblical. Operations freeze across Europe. Assets burned from Oslo to Rome. 6 agents jailed. Headlines scream, Israeli. Hit squad in Scandinavia. Israel pays hush money in 1996. Undisclosed millions to Bouchiki's family. No apology. The world howls about sovereignty violated, ethics eviscerated. Yet in the shadows, the hunt restarts, hungrier, meaner. Lillehammer wasn't defeat. It was fuel for the fire. The Red Prince's reckoning in the endless echo. Years grind on. Salome the Phantom taunting from Beirut's boudoir. Plastic surgery reshaping his face. A $5 million FBI bounty mocking Mossad's grasp. Failed hits pile up. A 1974 car bomb fizzles. A 1976 poison plot backfires. But patience is Mossad's deadliest weapon. January 26, 1979, Rue Verdun, Beirut's glittering artery. Salama cruises in his Mercedes, bodyguards trailing like wolves. A Mossad-planted Volkswagen, wired with 100 kilos of explosives, detonates in a symphony of hellfire. The blast vaporizes the convoy. Salome shredded, 4 guards gone, but oh, the innocence. A British student, a German nun, bystanders caught in the shrapnel storm. Agent Erica Chambers, real name, a ghost, slips the border, her cover as a student intact. Vengeance lands 2,300 days after Munich. Black September crumbles, cells headless and hemorrhaging. Wrath of God didn't stop at 79. It simmered into the 80s. Cyprus car bombs claiming Ali Salam Ahmed in 79. Athens hotel hits on DFLP chief Khaled Nazal in 86. 4 headshots like a surgeon's kiss. Limassol finales in 88. Shrapnel ripping through Abu al-Hassan Qasim. Over 20 targets felled, networks unraveled, paranoia of virus in PLO ranks. But the cost? Collateral ghosts, Lillehammer's waiter, Beirut's bystanders, haunting the ledger. Controversies rage. Did it deter terror or breed more? Books like Vengeance by George Jonas, inspiring Spielberg's Munich. Spill the Beans. Declassified files whisper of European intel complicity, from MI6 tips to Norwegian outrage. So as the echoes of those silenced Berettas fade into history's vault, one question claws at the dark. Did wrath of God quench the fire of Munich, or did it forge new phantoms in the forge of blood? Legends like Imad Mugnia rose from its ashes, and today, drones hum the same tune over Gaza and Tehran. The veil thins, but the hunt? Eternal. If this dispatch from the shadows has your pulse pounding, demanding more ops, more oversights, more untold vendettas, subscribe to Behind the Veil Truths. Right now, wear your lantern in the fog at http://youtube.com at Behind Veil Truths. Drop a comment. What's the next Mossad myth we shatter? Stay vigilant, seekers. The truth never sleeps.